traffic controller for the Royal Australian Air Force. So I'm currently training out of RAAF base East Sale, over about 3 hours east of Melbourne, nice and cold. If I think back to my own experience, we didn't have anything like this, and I never even considered a career in the military because I didn't even think about it as an option. So I think I got halfway through my degree, which I did in neuroscience and psychology, and it's a very valuable field, but I wanted something a lot more exciting. I thought, yeah, being an officer, possibly especially in the Air Force, really fast paced. And when I spent the time up in the tower with the air traffic controllers and watched them just decision after decision after decision, and it was just unreal. And I thought, yep, this is for me.
I never thought that I would get here. So I worked so hard to get into the Air Force, and then to find myself in these positions, I don't want to miss out on anything. I think when an opportunity comes past, you definitely need to grab it. The reason that I love the Air Force and why I would never do anything else is because it's challenging and you meet the most amazing people. Everybody's like-minded. Also at the forefront of technology with a lot of things as well. So we're moving into a space where we really haven't seen in Australia before, and it's really cool to be a part of that change.
Just to show a bit of what we do, it's not just all marching around dropping bombs, we actually have the most advanced technology to train our pilots as well. It's fun at the end of the day, and it's hard work, but I think this just gives a bit of an insight into the diverse roles that we also have. So especially like the ATC, and a lot of people just think pilot, but the ACO and the air traffic control as well, we wouldn't be able to get off the ground and defend our country without all three roles. So I think it's good insight into that.
So we try to come in and show them that we're normal people, that you absolutely can get there, whether you want to go off to ADFA or you want to come in as direct entry. The value of just applying and applying yourself in school to do as best as you can, so that when you do get into a role like this, you're going off with a really good head start.
So I'm actually running them through the virtual reality simulator, flying the PC-9, which is one of our training aircraft used over in base. So pop on the headset and use the controls, like play around a little bit, do some aerobatics, and it's like a 3D virtual reality world. They can literally see inside the cockpit and outside it.
There's two main activities. We've got the simulator outside and then a round robin of activities next door. So the round robin consists of some VR headsets where they get to fly a PC-9 around Amberley, which is pretty cool. We've got an air traffic control game where the kids learn how to multitask and see how hard it is to actually think about aircraft that are trying to taxi and take off and land all at the same time on the same runway. And then the last activity is the life support equipment that I've been taking them through, which includes why we wear oxygen masks, obviously to prevent the hypoxia that I talked about. And then we've also got our anti-G suits. And then the simulator outside, which is our main, prize point for defence, which is definitely my favourite. I like to go for a fly as well, as a Super Hornet simulator. It's literally an identical cockpit, so the kids can sit in there and play around, and we'll talk them through a landing, potentially a dogfight, and then also some aerobatics, depending on which group they're in.
Look, I had one very impressive boy who managed to go a full 20 minutes without crashing anything, and I pushed him a lot. I think he's my only boy for the day not to crash anything, but even as an air traffic controller, first time I played the game, I think I crashed my first aircraft in 4 minutes. So yeah, realistically, they've done pretty well. I'm impressed.
Really like the question about why we do what we do and why I'm in the job role that I'm in, and I thought that was something that I really enjoyed answering. I guess I love that I get to come out here and talk to kids and explain that there are jobs in the military that are pretty cool and you get plenty of opportunities, so yeah.
The kids have been so good. Their level of understanding of aviation on a few things have been sort of higher than mine, and I'm thoroughly impressed with that. So you get to have some really cool conversations with them and their backgrounds and family members who have that experience, and yeah, I think sometimes we get as much from them as they give to us.
I always say that if one person decides to join the military, even particularly in aviation roles, but in any role as a result of this program, then I've definitely done my job. I think that everybody deserves the opportunity to know what's out there. If anybody even considers it as a result of this program, then we've done the right thing.
I love that I can represent females in the Air Force. There's, I think it's 800 pilots and only 40 are female. And there's only just been 2 female jet pilots qualify in the last 6 months, so I really want to increase those numbers. Unfortunately, military, like I said, never appealed to me as a female, and I don't think it appeals to a lot of women, but I think the lifestyle and the friendships you make, it's just an awesome opportunity, and probably actually enjoy it, because I certainly do.
I had an absolute blast at officer training school. So you get thrown in a group of about 40 people, and you could be there with doctors or pilots or combat roles or pharmacists or just about anyone, so people from all sorts of different backgrounds. You spend 17 weeks doing some amazing things. So we spend weeks outfield where you go out there for a week and there's no showers and no bathrooms and you get grubby and you put campaign all over your face, and it's stuff that I never would have even dreamed of that you're capable of. And you get on the bus on the way home and you go, yeah, I did that. Especially from a female perspective, you just think, oh, I never could have done that, and you just do. And you realise just how much you're capable of and how cool it is to work as a part of a team. And that probably was one of my biggest highlights so far.
What brought me here is the fact, I suppose, with that background story, not having the confidence in myself, it's nice to say to kids, hey, look, you can do it. Don't put anything out of reach. I'd like to fly Growler, electronic warfare. It's cool, it's new. Like, I've inspired someone to do a job. I wish I had someone talking to me when I was at school like this. If I'd seen a female in a flying suit, I would have gone, I could actually do that, but something that never really happened, so I'm really glad I could be doing this.
Before we came here, that would be the highlight of a career, if you can change just one person's mind. It might not be the military, but it could be aviation in general. It's such a worthwhile career to pursue. So if I've had one impact on one person, that will just mean the world to me.